Secretary General, Ms. Park, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Shortly to myself, I'm Tino Hildebrand. I'm the Vice President here of Siemens in Korea, and I'm running what we call Siemens Digital Industries, our manufacturing business in our company. And I am more than happy having the chance sharing the Siemens net zero strategy with all of you and discussing this in this very important platform. And we have discussed this during the break times. There's nothing more relevant in realizing our ESG goals than exchanging between the companies. And we have heard in the earlier speeches, for instance, by Professor Nam about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals by the UN, or Professor Ho has just highlighted that it is needed to reduce the demand of energy in order to support a fruitful energy transition. And I would like, as a technology company, give you some ideas on how we are incorporating these global standards and guidelines, as well as we are helping to overcome the challenges we all have when it comes to sustainability, respectively to ESG in general. We have heard a lot about crises, we have heard a lot about general challenges, we have heard about things we have to overcome. And all of this is at a certain point either resulting in or resulting from the 5 megatrends we are seeing, which are the climate change, the globalization, digitalization, the demographic change, which we are also facing here heavily in Korea, and of course also a strong focus on urbanization. And yeah, it is for us important to think about how we can react. And the pandemic has shown us that reaction needs to be very quick. We cannot predict what's happening so far in front anymore, and we have to be able to counter this immediately. And that's why we as a technology company believe what the society, what the world needs is technology with purpose, a technology which will help to overcome these challenges, and this is what we are doing every single day. And I would like to share this from 3 aspects with you. The first, I said already, it's on how we incorporating the global standards, but also on that, how we are committing as a global company to ESG in general. I would like to share with you on how we are setting up technology roadmaps, helping our customers changing their business, supporting society, supporting people, supporting a better tomorrow. And of course, I would also like to share with you what we as a company are doing internally to setting guidelines and frameworks following ESG on our own. And these are the 17 sustainable development targets which have been, or goals, which have been shared already by Professor Nam earlier. And as said, we as Siemens are following them. We are following them in the way we are building products and solutions with our customers, but we are also following them in the way we are doing responsible business in over 200 countries we are present, by teaming up, by networking, by connecting with the society, with the associations, and of course also with the government. And we are doing this not just since these guidelines are available. We are, I would say, one of the earliest adapter of sustainability, of ESG in our company, contributing to the world, improving the world. And we have a track record of more than 15 years in leading this. And if you see, for instance, already in 2008, Siemens has started to define what we call environmental portfolio. So we have started to define so-called green products, thinking first how we can make products more greener in their life cycle, in their CO2 footprint, but also how we can make products allowing our customers to become more sustainable and more greener in what they are doing. And in 2015, we have been one of the first company in the world who has made a clear commitment to a net zero on our own operations by 2013. And we have reached already our intermediate goal by reaching 50% reduction by 2020 and even exceeded this staff target we have. We have committed our business to society as a very strong focus in all what we are doing, and we joined Charter of Trust, what is an association of companies trying to focus on cybersecurity, for instance, which is a very important topic in the ESG context. And we have joined SBTi, and in 2021 we built what we call Decree. This is our internal framework, setting our company on a very clear ESG and sustainability focus, ensuring that from a 360-degree perspective, we are fulfilling and supplying as the society needs this. And I will come to this in some details later. And we are one of the, and if not the only company, who has joined at the very same time together EP100, EV100, and RE100, and this shows our strong commitment to ESG and global sustainability. This 15 years of focus and leadership in sustainability in the company and to the society has also led that we are rated with higher scores by a lot of scoring companies. We are considered one of the most sustainable company. For instance, has Dow Jones ranked us as the most sustainable company when it comes to climate protection. CDP is holding us up as one of the top sustainable companies, and more other ratings are very much supporting what we are doing. And this is because we are focusing on a very comprehensive portfolio of sustainability aspects. As I said, we are focusing on making our products and services green, for instance. We are focusing, having a very comprehensive compliance management in the company and acting very responsible in the way we work, in the way we have our employees, but also in the way we are cooperating with others. We have a very strong environmental management system in place, which we are not only using for ourselves, but also going to support our customers and consult them. Our customer relationship management is very much built on a trust and ESG focus. Cybersecurity and innovation management is something of our core DNA we are pushing for ourselves, but also supporting our customers and the entire market with that. And coming now a little bit closer to ESG, of course, we have committed to this entirely, and we have built our own ecosystem in order to approach the global challenges in this regard. So looking to environment and climate, the E in ESG as an example, we are teaming up with governments, with local associations, with all the frameworks which are available in order to support the 1.5 degrees Celsius target, and we are committing clearly to that. When it comes to the social aspects, we are basically incorporating all the global principles, blueprints. We are following global and local laws in all the countries we are in order to be a responsible employer and doing business in a responsible way. And looking to governance, we have comprehensive governance frameworks in place, following, for instance, OECD or UN guidelines, ensuring we are doing clean business wherever we are, for instance, avoiding corruption or bribery in the way we are acting. This is our commitment on a general level to ESG. Now, as a technology company, it is all about technology. So this is what we can do next to our mindset, next to our DNA, next to our general commitment to support the improvement, to overcome the challenges and the risks and driving into a better world we all want to live in. Hence, we are spending significant amount of our R&D in developing technology that responds to the sustainability challenges, and technology which is made to decarbonize our planet, to be as much as possible resource efficiency in all what we're doing, and which is supporting people working and living in a better environment. And you can see that by having in 2021 already almost 5 billion, this is euros, euro R&D investment, which is already about 7.8% growth comparing the last year. We have continued this in the still running year 2022, ramping this to 5.5 billion and adding another 8% on top of what we have doing already. So we have a very strong commitment in investing in R&D, developing technology according to the trends, according to the demands, according to the challenges and risks we see in the market. And by this, we are driving a significant innovation power and success into the market. Just as an example, how strong our R&D focus is to make this sustainable technologies happening. We have more than 40,000 R&D people around the world, which is about a quarter of our entire workforce focusing on R&D. We have more than 40,000 patents available, which are granted, ensuring that this innovation, that this sustainable focus innovations are something we can drive further. We are having more than 4,500 innovations just invented in the last year, helping to really in time react on the global needs. And we are running what we call research and innovation ecosystems. We run 16 of them around the world, at which we are actually incorporating universities, research institutes, and for us very important local startups to build an ecosystem for better tomorrow. And you see this, our core technologies are focusing on all around digitalization and enabling new technologies, smart manufacturing, smart buildings, smart grids, all to optimize the way we live and the way we work. And we do this in all kinds of industries. decarbonization, resource efficiency, and people centricity is our focus in all what we are doing. And at Siemens, we basically have 4 focus elements. We have industry, which is all about manufacturing, building products. We have the buildings, the places we live and we work in. We look on electrification, bringing energy via the grid to the buildings. And of course, mobility, connecting people, and this all in the most efficient way. Let me dig a little bit into these some details. The industry, the manufacturing industry, stands for 29% of the greenhouse gas emission. There is huge potential in optimizing this, and we are using digitalization to reach that. We help our customers to build more sustainable products, more environment-friendly product. We are helping them to design the way they produce this product to produce more with less resources in terms of material, less resources in terms of energy. But we are also helping them to build workplaces which are more safe, more healthy, and more people-centric, to be a better employer to our people. And looking to the buildings. Buildings are consuming around about 40% of the global energy. And you might not know that 1/3 of this is wasted. It's just not used. It's the light which keeps on when we leave the office. It's the AC which is running even it's cold outside. And here a huge potential is there, and we are introducing digital technologies to make buildings smarter or make entire communities smarter, helping them to, for instance, optimize the energy efficiency, be better in how they use assets and space, bring more people in a structured way in less office, for instance, can help to reduce the amount of energy we consume to heat or to light up these places. Or, of course, we increase safety, security, or even air quality. We have learned about the smog in the earlier presentation in buildings and infrastructure. And you might also not expect this, but only 10% of today's buildings are using smart technology, so only 10% of today's buildings are smart buildings. So here is a huge potential available as well. Coming to electrification, we're having the very same concept. We're using digitalization and combining this with the real world in optimizing the grid. We would like to replace 80% of the fuel used in grids by renewable energy. We would like to, of course, and we work on setting up a better EV charging infrastructure to help to decarbonize mobility, and of course, with power monitoring analytics software, we help to increase the efficiency and the energy efficiency in general. And also here, there is a huge potential today. Only 15% only of the grids we have globally are using smart technology to optimize. So they are very much of the grids are aged, outdated, and they need a significant revamping to help to support the increase of energy demand, and the energy demand in the next years will grow by 20%. So we have heard we need to reduce it. The demand will grow, so we have to work on balancing this basically with technology. And looking to mobility, the way we connect people, the way we transport people, today the train is the most eco-friendly transportation, but it's still not decarbonized. There are a lot of fuel-based systems out there, and we are working to make the non-electrified rail sections, for instance, still net zero, for instance, introducing H2 drivetrains into trains, but also for electric-driven trains, for even battery-driven trains, we are optimizing the energy usage, so reducing the energy consumption of them, and working with smart software in a way that the capacity in commuting in trains is better utilized. So the more a train is utilized in terms of capacity, the less trains we need, the less energy we consume, the less greenhouse gas we emit. So these are the 4 elements we as Siemens looking in when it comes to supporting our customers in transforming their companies into better companies. And we do this without limit in all the industries. With the top 4 elements, manufacturing industry, building, electrification, and mobility, but we go in all the branches, and our core concept is combining the real world, what we all have today in hand on what we are standing, with the digital world, because digitalization can help us to better plan more efficient production, do more with less, can help us to make buildings more smarter, predict demand, know when someone is in the building, switch off automatically energy usages. It can help us to make energy transportation grids more efficient, and it can help, of course, also, as I said, to ensure we are driving better. And today, software is one of the key drivers in optimizing commuting, reducing the amount of trains we are doing. And this is something we bring to our customers, helping them to transform their business, creating a business where they can also say the same as we do. We contribute to the society, we contribute to ESG, and make the world a better place to be. Let me share a few real examples, as this was all very, let me say, theoretical at the moment. Even there are real cases behind, but I would like to share a few examples with you. First, it's Mercedes-Benz, the German car maker here, which we are working with in Germany, developing a blueprint for sustainable production. What is sustainable production? We want to make production more flexible, more resource saving, and at the end of the day, CO2 neutral. This is all what we are doing, and we are using here digital twins of the products, digital twin of the factories, designing factories in a way that they can work without CO2 output, that they are neutral in itself. We can make the products they are producing, in this case the cars, that they itself far more sustainable in terms of material, in terms of efforts we need to produce, and helping here to let our customers experience the highest degree of digitalization to sustainability. And this factory here, as a factory in Germany, will be the blueprint for that company's global rollout of CO2 emission-free factories. Another example comes from our electrification area, what I just have shared before. And here we are accelerating decarbonization at the Azores. Very nice place. You all might be aware of that. They use a lot of grids today for producing energy and conveying this about their area. And it's all highly based on fossil and old-fashioned technologies. And what we are working with this area here is to increase the share of renewables to up to 60%. This is far more than what normal energy transitions in developed countries are doing, but it's possible. We get 1.1 thousand tons diesel less a year in the usage, and by this we will reduce 3,500 tons of CO2, which is produced annually. So this is a very important step forward, helping societies and communities becoming more clean and more energy friendly. Now coming to the trains, mobility, as I mentioned, a very important topic. Trains are still the most used transportation vehicle for people and still the most eco-friendly. And the train you see on the picture is a newly released train, which is a fully battery-powered train. So we have e-cars, right? Now we have e-trains. And this is not just nice looking, it also received recently the award for the most sustainable design. So the entire product, this train, is designed for sustainability. It's not just battery powered, so it is taking the pollution away from where the people are. It will of course be recharged by renewable energy, but the train itself is made by a design to sustainability aspect so efficient that we are reducing 20% of the energy consumption for operating the train. And even more important, when the train is over in its term of life cycle, we have used digital technology to design the train that 95% of the material used in the train can be recycled. So we're reaching almost 95, or we're reaching a 95, so almost 100% recycling rate at the end of the life cycle of a train, reducing significantly the waste which is normally generated when products are reaching the end of its life cycle. So a lot said about what Siemens is doing to its customers, what our customers are doing to all of us, to you, to me, in our life, making the world a better place to live and a more sustainable for the next generation. But I also said I would like to talk a little bit about what Siemens is doing internally. And I have already promoted quickly at the beginning what we call Degree. Degree is our 360-degree view on Siemens priorities in order to have our own sustainability internally, in our operations, and of course, as I said, also bringing this, what you have seen earlier, to our customer. And Degree, it's an artificial word, basically stands for the different aspects based on the first character. We look after decarbonization. As I said, we are supporting the 1.5 degree Celsius target. It stands for ethics. It's the way we are really adhering ethical standards as an employer, but also as a partner to our customers. The way we are running governance is what D stands for, having really a responsible business conduct guideline, the way we are handling resources in the most efficient way, for instance, in terms of dematerialization, the equity, we foster diversity in our company, inclusion, and we are developing a community of high sense of belonging in our company and with our partners, and of course, the employability. We want that people stay as much as they can with our company. That's the Siemens Global Framework, which is helping us to focus and to keep ESG, respectively also sustainability, in our DNA, in the core of what we are doing every single day. And then driving this to Korea, we have looked on what are the global guidelines, what are the global frameworks, what is our Siemens Global Framework, and what Korea needs. We have looked to what the society needs, and from a business to society aspects, we have defined our Siemens Korea value map, coming up with key areas we are trying to support, like we are strengthening the economy by contributing a lot to the local performance of companies. We would like to develop competences. Just yesterday I signed a MOU with a local school supporting the enhancement of technical education for digitalization, enabling the solutions I have just shared. We're driving innovations here in helping companies to accelerate their digital transformation. We are putting, of course, a sustaining environment at what we are doing. I will show this later a little bit. We want to decarbonize the society. For instance, with the buildings, we are planning better. We improve life quality and, of course, also shaping social environment and transformation in this regard. So now the question is, does this help? Because as I said, I also want to share a little bit about what enterprise is doing in order to be better. And of course, taking this business to society aspect, what we have figured out based on the needs here in Korea, based on our potential contribution as Siemens. And now we are mapping this against our Siemens Global Framework, which is built on all these UN, etc. frameworks I have highlighted before. And you see here on the right-hand side of this picture that we are doing good progress. In last year, we have achieved already almost half of the targets we have set us for a longer way, and we are good on track in implementing this further and doing our good contribution, our successful contribution in ESG and sustainability here in Korea with a strong focus from our experiences. And I share a few of the things we are doing very much down to the people here, starting on the left-hand side. For instance, just in October, Siemens has celebrated its 175th birthday globally, so we are a 175-year-old company. In Korea, we are a little bit younger. We are 55 years, so we also had in October our 55th anniversary. And we used this in order to do some cleanup activity, and we were cleaning the sides of the rivers and of the parks here, supporting to a more sustainable living in Seoul City. We are supporting the Earth Day, which was recently in April, while being very energy efficient at this day and even switched off lights at a time where the light was coming out from outside. We have changed the way we are operating our building, making it more smart and contributing to decarbonization. And another good example is that our young talents, you see it here on the right-hand side, are basically helping to selling off used furnitures or used IT equipment we not need anymore in the company, because otherwise a company like ours would normally scrap that, right? So we are selling it to employees and they reuse it again, so it's not ending up in the trash can. And the money we are earning out of this, we are investing to finance these nice other ESG campaigns. So we are also recycle money, so to say, in order to ensure having a constant focus on sustainability in our organization. In a nutshell and a summary, all what we're doing every day as a technology company, of course, is focused on making technology, helping our customers overcoming their challenges. But as we all know, the challenges we all have, they are linked to the megatrends, linked to overcome environmental, sustainable challenges we have. And this is something we are doing, and we believe what is good for our business, and it is good for our business because we can generate business out of this. And what is good for our people, for all of us here in Korea and globally, is good for our planet, and this all goes hand in hand. And with this, I would like to thank you for your attention. 감사합니다. And I wish you a rest of the day, very fruitful exchange about ESG. Thank you.